Tommy in it, Badlin, Turbo, and Jack Manifold. They were all like streaming and stuff, so they were like, "Oh, you should stream as well." So that's kind of how I got into streaming. Lockdown was kind of like I probably wouldn't have started streaming if lockdown didn't. I probably would have just got on my computer and then did my A levels, because I was on track to becoming like a doctor and doing like a medicine degree. There's going to be the renewal for season 2, and then let's just say various things happened.
Everything went to shit. Do you regret joining the Dream SMP?
The podcast is definitely something where it's like, this is what I talk about on stream, and it's going to be here forever, which I guess is kind of cool.
Alright lads, welcome back to Inside MC, the part of the podcast where I sit down with a very special guest every single week. And today, I am joined with someone who is very cool, very quirky even, and they'll probably disagree with that. You can almost say they're low-key. I am joined with Eryn.
Hooray! Woo!
You sound really excited to be here.
Yay! I know I am. This is the highlight of my day, actually. I actually sat, I woke up today, I looked at my calendar and went, oh my god, today's the day. Today's the day I finally meet my idol, Orbits.
Let's go. Oh my god, and I have that like as clip proof that you've just called me that. It's crazy.
That is pretty crazy, actually. I don't know why I said that.
It's not true, is it?
No, well, you're up there. There's like Michael Jordan, I don't know, The Rock and Orbits.
Yeah.
Say my idols, actually.
Well, you're someone who I think is pretty cool to bring on the podcast. I mean, when I invited you on, I said I bring on people who I find interesting, and I find interest in you. So I guess the feeling's mutual. So
yeah, isn't that just lovely?
Great, this is gonna be the perfect podcast, Eryn. It's gonna go amazing.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit me with it.
I guess before we begin, then, and I do hit you with some questions.
Okay.
Other than just introducing you as Eryn, would you like to let anyone who's listening to this and may not know who you are, what you do, a fun fact, even if you must.
I'm Eryn, Minecraft streamer, I guess. Play Minecraft, about it. There's not much else. But I don't really play Minecraft anymore, so, well, I guess I play a bit of Minecraft, but I don't play as much as I used to. I was a big Minecraft sweat. That was the main thing. I was a huge Minecraft sweat. Now I'm a casual player now. I've become casual, so, it's that.
What happened? Why'd you fall off?
Well, why'd I fall off? Well, listen, a person can only play Minecraft for so long before you eventually, before the interest eventually wanes, cracks,
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, I'd say that's why.
I mean, I guess it's the same with me. I haven't really streamed much at all in the last 3 weeks because I record 2 podcasts a week. It's record, edit.
Yeah, listen, on the grind. I've got a job. I'm at uni now. It's no longer everyone just sits inside every single day of the week. So
yeah, exactly.
I go outside. I go to clubs. Go to the gym. Well, not clubs as in like clubs, not as in nightclubs. I don't go to nightclubs.
Well, what's clubs as in what then?
Like bouldering and stuff, like climbing, like a climbing club.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. Like activity clubs. There we go.
Yeah, activity clubs. I realized that when I say clubs, people might think
I was thinking in my head, why do you say clubs and not clubbing? But that makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's not a club.
What are you studying at uni?
Film, actually.
Okay. What do you want to get into?
Yes. No, I just decided to do it just for the, I just took film, and I actually want to become a paramedic, you see? But I was just
said, what is it you want to get into?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said why. I was like,
no, you're being sarcastic for no reason.
No, you're right. No, I have bad hearing. That's what it is.
It's fine. Just turn me up a little bit. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. You're a bit quiet. You're a soft-spoken guy. I didn't think you'd be so soft-spoken.
It's because it's late, and it's also I have to conserve my energy as well. So.
Oh, okay. You're turned up now. Sorry. What? Repeat. Let's go from the top. Repeat that question.
Well, no, I'm keeping this all in. No, because everyone gets to hear this. You being sarcastic for no reason. Because that really hurt my feelings.
Okay. Fine. Well, I can't even remember what you asked.
I asked, what is it you want to get into? So you're studying film. There's different aspects of it, isn't there? So.
Well, right now I'm just doing film, but I'd say I'm cinematography is one of the main things, but I'm also learning screenwriting and edit as well. So
okay,
ideally I'll be able to I'll have all the skills, so then eventually I can just kind of go into whatever opportunities I have, I guess. Right now I've been doing some filming for some of my friends and stuff, so set up a little business account, got a bit of freelance and stuff going. So anyone wants any stuff filmed, guys, please guys, anyone, listen, I'll fly out all the way to America, just film some. It's true.
Where can we find this if anyone was looking to actually hire you as a freelancer? Have you got a website? Is it just how
Yeah,
do they find
so Discord, Eryn streams. If you add me on Discord,
yeah, that's
no,
fine.
I'm actually like right now I'm like more in like the learning stage, so I'm just doing friends. So because like obviously like I'm not trying to like because like if you do professional experience in like film and stuff, but like you do it badly, then you kind of just fuck yourself over. So right now I'm
Yeah, I
only
get
doing a
that.
friend, but yeah, that's kind of like the skills that I'm learning at the moment. Pretty good.
It's probably going to sound like a silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Do you reckon like your past YouTube and streaming experiences helped with this or no?
I'd say to some degree, but I'd say not a whole lot because it was more like Minecraft stuff and like playing Minecraft rather than. But like I guess the main thing it helped with was editing because like I know how to edit.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
also more of a streamer than I was.
And then that whole streaming thing came, I guess, during COVID, where that's like most of the people I've brought on the podcast lately, all like they're not stemmed from COVID, but it was kind of what got them into making content. And I guess that's kind of the same with you, right? Was when the pandemic hit, it was like, yeah, this would be the perfect time to make content.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just because I was like, when I was bored, I actually got my first computer inside of lockdown in 2020, and that was when I like had Minecraft on like a computer like properly, and so then I just started playing. But then all my friends were also streaming, so Tom, Freddie, Toby, Tommy in it, Badlin, Turbo, and Jack Manifold, they were all like streaming and stuff. So they were like, oh, you should stream as well. So that's kind of how I got into streaming, just playing Minecraft fun. So.
Oh, so they were all doing it, and then like that's what led into you doing it, and a lot of
Yeah,
stuff stemmed from that.
Pretty much. Yeah, because we had like a group chat, and like we call it the Streamer Men now. That's because we all stream. So
and it was just
yeah,
five.
that's kind of the reason, the law behind why I started streaming. Because I didn't really start streaming to like because I was like, oh, this is my like, you know, like some people start and it's like, oh, this is my lifelong dream. You know, this is like whatever. Like I grew up and I watched all these YouTubers.
Yeah.
It made me want to stream or whatever. I just kind of did it because I was bored. So you know,
I respect that though.
I was playing games and I was like, oh, what if I just make people watch me play these games?
I feel like a lot of people, even if that was their real
answer. Oh wait, never mind. I've actually just muted you. Sorry, that's on me. I was like, why am I just speaking? Sorry. I was like just speaking. I was like, why is this guy not saying anything? It's because I muted you.
Okay, it's fine. The podcast listeners can hear me on the end anyways. I asked a question of like, was the group chat just you five?
Yeah, it was just us five. We added some people at some point, but like now it's just us five again. So
and you still use it actively?
Yeah, pretty actively. Well, basically, because I've moved in with Tom now, so I'm his roommate.
Oh, okay, I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, Tommy in it. I'm sure you know.
If you say Tom is good, yeah, I know who Tommy in is. They exist.
And so yeah, we all live like near each other in Brighton, so like it's pretty cool and convenient. So I'd say we all live in like 5 minutes walk of each other. So
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice setup we have, you know. But yeah, he's my roommate, and then obviously, yeah, we all just live close to each other. So we hang out IRL now instead of just playing Minecraft and stuff. So it's pretty good.
I guess it's nice as well that you kind of you did this during COVID, and then you kind of you know, and because of it, you was able to kind of cement a better friendship. I'm not saying you wouldn't have had it if you didn't do streaming, but you get what I mean. Like it helps cement that kind of friendship idea, if I'm making any sense at all. And then now moving away from content, you can still like now you said you moved in with Tom, you live close to the others, you can still go out and you can actually do stuff with them.
For sure.
Especially it's the perfect time to do it as well now, because I know we've been out of COVID for a little while, but we're still, you know, still fairly fresh out of lockdown. You know, when you look at
I'd say it's less fresh now, so it's been like a good year and a half, I feel like.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still kind
of. I think last year it was more fresh. You make a good point. Yeah, it's probably like now everything's like completely back to normal. So
that's what I mean. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I also mentioned when you had me muted that oh god, what did I mention? Oh no, I've just had it in my head and I've just lost it. Oh no, this is not good.
Oh, it's looking long.
Oh, that's it. I said that like I respect the honesty of, you know, you kind of turn around and be like, I just did it because I was bored. Like a lot of people, I feel like even if that was their real answer, would have like said something on the lines of like, oh yeah, I've always wanted it to be my career and stuff. And a lot of people is real. Like with me, for example, right? I wanted commentary to be something. I wanted to make a comment. So originally it was tutorial videos, and that's where I got like my main following from. But then I got pretty burnt out with that quick. quickly. It was earning me a good amount of money, good amount of views, etc. But it's just not what I wanted to go down. That wasn't the route I wanted to take. So I took commentary, which did quite badly. It did all right during lockdown, but then after lockdown, it kind of faded away. And then when I got a job when I was 18, I started listening to Happy Hour podcast. And ever since then, I've wanted to make the podcast something which is, you know, real. Like I started up the podcast because it was a passion project. It still is, but hopefully one day I can turn it into something. But I respect you being real and saying like it's not something you've always wanted to do since you were a kid. But it was just, you know, you I guess I assume you're happy that you did it though, right? Like you're happy with. Oh no.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where like everything in my life's different because I did do it. So like I don't know like whether I would have preferred the life if I didn't stream. I'm not one to just regret like doing something.
I guess that goes back to me saying about the cementing a friendship kind of thing. Like I guess content did kind of benefit with that, right? Do you reckon?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It helped cement it, I'd say, because like there's just times when like we talk to each other when I guess we wouldn't usually. So it's just one of those things.
Interest as well.
Yeah, for sure. I guess because like those guys we all still like ask each other for advice and stuff. So I guess so.
It helps.
Yeah, it helped. Sure.
I guess with that then, a question that I'm curious is once again I'm assuming that Eryn's your real name, yeah.
No, my real name's actually Dwayne.
Dwayne, okay, cool. So where did the name Eryn come from then?
Oh no, I just lied. Sorry, I just lied.
I'm also British, in case it wasn't obvious. I can very much tell sarcasm. I know that was sarcasm.
Listen, I don't know you well enough whether like I'm saying something and you believe me or
be as sarcastic as you want. I can tell by the voice of if you was like, oh no, like my name's actually Dwayne, like then that's kind of believable. You're like, no, my name's Dwayne. Same with the paramedic thing. It's obvious. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm just used to like whenever I speak online with people, I'm used to them being fucking dumbass Americans who just like I'll say something and they'll be like, "Oh my god, really?" And I'll be like, "No, I'm lying actually."
No, you're good. Don't worry. I believe that your real name is Eryn. I also fact checked it. I was just asking for the sake of the podcast if your name was actually.
How could you fact check if my real name? Famous birthdays.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And then it said real name was Eryn, and then surname was Streams. So
that makes sense. Yeah.
What was the whole deal with you using your real name going into content?
Well, I actually didn't go into content with my real name. I started as Cyberonics.
Okay.
So it was Cyberonics with 2 X's was my first name on Twitch because my original name on Steam was Cyclonix, right? Which was my dad, like, because my dad made the account, and so it was like that was like his like name that he had like on his Spotify because he's like DJ or whatever. So I used that name, but then I basically went, oh wait, I need to like choose my own name. So I went, okay, well, what's similar to Cyclonix? And so I chose Cyberonics. And it was just like a completely random name, but I stuck with it. And then eventually, like that was also like the name that I kind of used for my Twitch and like my Steam and everything. And so I used that, and then I got that on Minecraft. But then eventually, I moved and changed my stuff to Eryn Streams because I got the Eryn Minecraft account as well.
Oh, okay. Well, just Eryn, right?
ERYN. Yeah. So because originally I was Cyberonics, and I did more like. I honestly I transitioned from like Minecraft to more like just chatting kind of stuff at some point during lockdown because I did TikTok. I think I have like 600k followers on TikTok or something. Okay. I don't use it anymore, but like I grew like quite a lot on TikTok, and so I did like the just chatting kind of stuff. But then eventually I just kind of moved on from Cyberonics and just chatting and became like started doing more Minecraft because for a while I wasn't even a Minecraft streamer.
Oh, what were you streaming?
Like I was just chatting stuff like I don't know if you know who Max GG's is.
Yeah, I know,
yeah, where like he does like kind of like interacting with viewers. I was one of the first people to do that kind of content on Twitch.
Okay.
I think one of like that exact like
you were
like,
up there,
viewer forms. Yeah, me and Freddie Bad Linny were probably like I'd say we did it first kind of thing. But obviously like it's like I'm sure there's people who've done like similar things to us before and that stuff. But we kind of did like the one question goes, the Discord calls, all that stuff. And then I just kind of moved on because obviously like I took a bit of a break, and then I came back and I was doing more Minecraft stuff, just like playing Minecraft because I was like big into like the Minecraft PvP kind of side of things.
What year was this now then that we're talking when you come back?
Bro, I've got no idea. I'm gonna be honest.
Was it during lockdown or no? Or was this before? like getting into Minecraft PvP? So I know you said you started
I got into Minecraft PvP in September of 2020.
Okay, so give or take.
So I was pretty early into like the Minecraft PvP. Like it was the newer version of PvP that I was into, not 1.8. So like like Minecraft has two versions of PvP.
Yeah.
I'm like more into. I was more into like the newer version. I know I was like part of like the people, like new wave of people who enjoyed it, whereas everyone else thought it was like really bad still, but like I was playing it and I was grinding it, so I kind of got that head start kind of thing. And it's actually only now that I'm kind of like, sadly, that I'm kind of like falling out of love with like Minecraft PvP and that kind of PvP, is that it's getting popular, and like all the servers like Hoplite is just released, which is a really good UHC server, because I was a really big UHC player. Just basically any sweaty game mode I've probably played it, like Pop PvP, but all in 1.9. So
yeah.
But then I kind of like incorporated some like UHC viewer events and stuff into my streams and stuff up until I joined the Dream SMP, in which then I just kind of became playing Dream SMP stuff. That's kind of how it all came about.
I mean, fair enough. So, I mean, your name kind of, your old one, Cyberonics, was it?
Cyberonics.
Sorry.
And then Onyx, yeah.
That, like, sounds like a very sway PvP name, if that makes any sense at all.
Well, honestly, like, the thing was, it was just like a name I made when I was like 10 years old, and it kind of like, it was like good enough. I didn't change it. It wasn't like I chose like, like, I don't know, like Stinky Fart, like 2004 or something. Yeah.
I chose that's the first one that came to your mind.
Yeah, my name was kind of legit, it's like a legit name.
I think Eryn Streams works a lot better though. It just flows. Like I know it's just Eryn, like Eryn Streams flows.
Eryn Streams, because also then I stream, so
exactly, you stream over on Twitch. I mean, you stream you stream every now and then, not so much anymore, but you still do it a little bit. It's a bit like me now. You stream like kind of the same amount as I do. Like once every 2 weeks.
I don't really know. I'm like, I never really like do something and I'm like, damn, what I really want is, I really want to have people watch me do this. But that's just me at the moment, because like naturally I think I'm more of an introvert. I know it's like like I just kind of like did streaming as something that I did when I was bored, and like in my because I was like, I basically had nothing to do in lockdown, so that was kind of why I did it. But now like I just prefer like doing activities I enjoy by myself. So like like I don't know, playing games or something. There's nothing better to me than playing a game or like reading a book, but like by myself with no one else there. So streaming kind of like saps the energy out of me. I don't know whether you've had it like where you stream and like it just feels like you have like no energy, but like that's like what it is like for me every time I stream.
It's alone time, right? It's nice to just alone time.
Yeah, so like you have the social battery. Like streaming takes out the social battery from me, so that's kind of why like I can't, like I never did like the super long streams or anything because of that reason. So
I kind of like enjoy editing, but only like the basics of it, and I guess that's why the podcast is so nice. I can sit here, talk with you for like an hour, 2 hours, give or take, depending on how long it is, and I can go in and just in my own time, just sit. Obviously every now and then I'll talk to my girlfriend and family. I say every now and then, you get what I mean? But like it's nice to kind of just sit down, lights off, only light is from the monitors, and like obviously curtains open at like night time, and just edit, listen to music while I edit, put up a stream while I edit. Like you're someone, whenever you do go live, I sometimes lurk while I edit. I lurk in a lot of people's streams, but obviously the people who stream less, I'm more likely to watch them while I edit. Kind of thing.
That makes sense.
It's nice, just kind of like, it sounds really like thing, like lights off, sitting in darkness, but it's just chill vibes, it's just nice, relaxing.
That makes sense.
With the whole oh, you're gone.
No, I wasn't. I was like kind of like about to say something, but it wasn't really anything intelligent.
Just say it. I want to hear it now.
No, because I can't remember. That's what I mean. Like it's like when you start a sentence and there was actually no end to the sentence anyway. I was just like random noise. Anyways, what were you saying? With
the whole introvert thing now, then I'm assuming now you've just become more introvert than you used to be, because one thing that I never really, I guess not. I mean, I get it kind of can come under being an introvert, but just it's hard to class it under, if that makes any sense, is showing your face. That's something that you decided to do, was to, do face cam streams. I mean, like the drippy picture of you in a suit under the James Marriott post.
That's an incredible photo.
So was there any reasoning behind that? Was that like, because I know like at the time there was this big thing of Meta like, oh yeah, if you stream with your face or do YouTube videos with your face, you're more likely to get thing. And I guess it proves to be right because people like being able to link the gameplay of the emotions. But is that anything you ever thought of as to why you did it, or is it just like, yeah, I just stream with my face?
Well, it was more just because like basically I got to a point in streaming where, because I started off doing like hardcore streams and such, and eventually like I just kind of ran out of ideas of things to stream, and so I was like, oh well, I guess like it's like I saw people do like just chatting stuff, and like people can do just chatting without face cam, like Connor Eats Pants does it, where he just kind of like does like a viewer and band request or something, but like without actually like showing his face. But you kind of like, if you want to do just chatting, you have to show your face. And so I didn't have like loads of followers or anything. I just kind of did it, and I just like did like a face reveal stream and all that, and then I just kind of did like just chatting content as well from that face reveal. So it's just kind of like a way to like be able to like make more content, I guess, because I was kind of like, well, I guess I started making pretty decent money as well from it. So I was like, you know what, sure, I'll start streaming, you know, with Facecam. So
this became a part of what you did.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's just kind of like what I did. Just like I'm not gonna lie, I'm like trying to like figure out what I'm trying to say right now, but I have no idea. So
I mean, it's funny, like you can literally just turn around and essentially just be like, I don't really know why I showed my face. I kind of just did it because it's a trend at the time. Like if that can be an answer, you don't have to think of an articulate answer every single time. It can just be...
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of one of those things that happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's a fine answer. Like there's not always reason behind anything. It's just a question I ask in case there is reason. Huh?
Yeah, that makes sense. I
guess with the whole face thing then, and you mentioned the Dream SMP earlier. Before because I do want to talk about your time on the Dream SMP, because you know it was a big, I feel like it was a big part of just content in general for everybody. Was when did you kind of see a turnaround with your content? Because you know you said you was a small streamer, and I didn't want to bring them up, but I guess as reference, like for instance, like with Tom, there was someone who I haven't been wanting to bring up, but because it's your podcast, but you know you said it, was they kind of had this turning point, right? Same with like Tubbo, same with everybody at one point has a turning point where they do a certain thing or they upload a certain video or whatever, and it just turns from, yeah, we're growing steadily to bang, this is it. So did you, because obviously you must have had a point because you did become a pretty big name. I mean, you are still a pretty big name. So where do you feel was your kind of turning point with content?
I mean, like I'd always like, I was kind of like always had like a place like inside, like it was like the way you grow as like a streamer is you're known in a community already usually.
Yeah.
So like, you know, like you're either like a really good player, for example, like I'm trying to think who's like a good player, like a really good player.
I guess you can say like Feinberg with speedrunning. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, it's like like Feinberg with speedrunning, like you have a world record and then people start watching you because you know you're doing all this insane shit, or like you're just a dude who like is like a moderator or something, or you have lots of friends. And like in Tom's community, I was already well known because I was in all of his videos.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of like an easy way, because like there'll always be people who watch his videos and see me in them like forever basically. So there's like no reason for me to like not kind of grow, I guess, naturally, because you know he has so many followers that I like some of them are gonna rub off if I'm just like in his videos and you know I'm being there. So
I feel them are gonna take a liking to you as well.
Yeah, exactly. So because we have very similar personalities as well, so
I can tell by the sarcasm.
yeah, we have pretty similar personalities.
With that then, with the whole like being in Tommy's videos, etc. So did you, I know we've kind of come back to this question a few times, but it's just kind of adding all the pieces together. So did you start content then after being in Tommy's videos, or were you already doing content and then it just kind of helped with the growth? Yeah,
it was kind of like the first time I featured in one of his like Skyblock videos, I think, is like his school friend. That was kind of like the thing, because he made these story time videos where he referenced me.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were like friends in school and stuff. So he like referenced me, and then I was like, you know, oh yeah, I'm in these videos, haha. And I made a Twitter account. You know, my Twitter account, I made it with the cum banner, which I still have to this day. I made the account in 2019 of June, and then like I reactivated it and started using it like probably like a bit later after that. But if you look back in my tweets, one of my first tweets is something like thinking about Hypixel, Skyblock, and cum or something like that. And like that was because I was in his video where, he was like, I played Hypixel Skyblock with my school friend or something.
Oh, and you were the school
So
friend.
I was the school friend, yeah. So I was in quite a few of those videos, and so then eventually that just kind of transitioned into me naturally starting streaming. I guess it's just like one of the things that would happen, especially because of lockdown. Lockdown was kind of I probably wouldn't have started streaming if lockdown didn't. I probably would have just got on my computer and then done my A levels, because I was on track to becoming like a doctor and doing like a medicine degree.
Oh,
so
were you actually though? Yeah.
yeah, because
This time I can't tell if it's sarcasm.
No. I was. Yeah, sometimes me being genuine actually just sounds like sarcasm. So it throws everyone off. It throws everyone off. Like I'll be saying something genuine, and then they'll think they'll think I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I get that. I know once again you said about the whole not knowing personally. Like I've dialed it down a lot because of like content, but I used to be in secondary school. I think every single like other sentence was just sarcasm. Used it in the end, just knew I was just chatting shit.
Also, if I'm not streaming, I tend to have like a bit of a monotonous voice. Not like super monotonous, but like it is very similar whenever I say anything. But anyways, back to what I was saying about medicine. Yes, I was going to do medicine, right? So in my GCSEs, I got pretty damn good results, and so I was going to go and do A levels, biology, chemistry, and maths. But then I dropped out of A levels after my first year and did film because of COVID, and because basically COVID fucked up my first year of A levels because just for like random stuff, terrible stuff. But I just dropped out of A levels and just did film instead, and that's why I'm like at uni doing film and not medicine. So
it's quite interesting to look at though, right? Like how much COVID did change, because for instance with me, and I don't really say this actually, I think this is the first time I've ever said this publicly, like the reason behind it, but for instance, like I was doing accounting, and I once kind of reviewing medicine, I was pretty damn good at it with like math, stuff like that, and then my first year of college I aced it, but then the second year of college was when COVID hit. Oh no, I think it hit in like the end of the first year or whatever. Anyways, either way, it affected me going back to college, right? So I went back for a few days, and then in April I actually got a Snapchat memory last obviously in April this year, and it's like I said something along the lines of like, this isn't even scary, don't worry about it, everything will be fine next month. Little did I know, but I did accounting that year, and I did all right, and I just about passed, and then I went into my third year where I actually had to pay for it, and I failed every single exam because like COVID just once we was at home, I just didn't really pay
the online learning, man. Yeah, that
it killed me. It killed my accounting path.
At the start of A levels, I was like an AAB student, like A's and B's and maybe even an A star. Then by the end, because of all the online lessons, I was like getting like D's and E's. Like I was like doing like DGen hours, like playing up until 4 a.m. I had like an exam at 9. I think the worst one was I went to sleep at 5. I woke up at 8. And then I had 4 hours of exams. So I slept for 3 hours and I had 4 hours of exams the next day that I didn't revise for.
Oh no.
And it was like actually genuinely the most crazy. I think I got like a D and an E, which is like, if you put that into perspective, I still passed. I still passed with not doing any revision on 3 hours sleep. So like if I had actually ended up like trying and like going back and either restarting the year or just basically there was like the summer holidays where I could have like really tried and like got it, but I opted to kind of like go with the streaming route and like go, okay, streaming, I'm going to do this film degree, which is really a lot easier, and I'll be able to like focus on that and do well on that while also doing streaming, because like streaming and like content creation while also trying to like get another career on the side, it's kind of like that balancing game where you can't do something incredible with your like other career because you're dedicating so much time to streaming. You can like, if you put in the work, you can do a damn good job. So that was kind of my mentality for that.
Yeah, because on I think it was like Christmas of 2021 something. No, it was like January, for instance. Like before the second wave of lockdown, my brother moved out, right? So I was originally gaming on like a laptop in the corner of my room because we shared a room. A little laptop connected to my Xbox, connected to my TV, and I was making videos of that. And I couldn't really do much. And then as soon as my brother moved out, I got the room to myself. So I bought this big desk, I bought a gaming PC, I bought 2 monitors. Oh, I was like living. And because of it, that's when I started taking content to a more serious level. And I paid off. Like I was doing quite well. I was getting 30,000, 40,000 views a video. So like it was starting to go somewhere. And then it made me realize that the whole like studying in college thing where like I just kind of lost all book smartness. Like if I look at like numbers and stuff like now, I just, for instance, when I started this job, I had to do training, right? And it was only 2 hours long, and it just the 2 hours killed me. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I realized, and it made me realize that I want to hopefully maybe take the podcast somewhere. Obviously at the time it was just content, not podcast, but like content creation somewhere. And then it made me realize that I just can't sit behind a desk. For instance, like now I work as a barista, right? And very, very rarely we get people come in who are business people. And then when we do get the business people, they're regulars. And like they sit behind a desk from like 8 a.m. in the morning till 5:30 p.m. at night. I'm just like, I realized during COVID that that's not the career I want to take. And that's what essentially killed the whole accounting thing. Because had COVID never have happened, I would have carried on doing content, but I wouldn't have done as well with content. So then I would have went down the accounting route. And then it is interesting to see. I mean, I don't regret the decision, because I don't know. I think it's cool sitting here talking with you today, right? I think it is quite cool. So I don't regret that at all. It's just interesting to look back on what could have been different, you know?
Yeah,
with you
for
in
sure.
medicine, for example.
Yeah, it's all the like the little tiny like details and stuff that also just like changed so many big things. Like there was like the one decision where I could have either continued doing, you know, studying for medicine, or I could have gone and done film. And if I'd have done film, I mean, if I'd have continued studying for medicine, I don't think I would have joined the Dream SMP, because I wouldn't have had time, and I wouldn't have been like playing. I basically would have had to like quit playing games to like do that. So it was just like one of those decisions. Yeah, and so I, you know, whether I took the right decision, well, I guess we'll never know. But it was one of them, you know.
I guess with the whole Dream SMP being brought up, then let's talk about that a little bit, shall we? But yeah, with the whole Dream SMP thing, then how did you get into that? To start off with, how did you get into the Dream SMP?
I actually made a video once.
I saw it, but I didn't watch it. I purposely
sometimes do this. You're fake. You're actually so fake.
Okay, bro. I purposely do this. All right, I watched it a few months back before I invited you on the podcast. I purposely didn't refresh myself so I can hear it for the first time and give my genuine, actual reaction, rather than being like, oh yeah, I knew that was the answer anyway. All right. Yeah.
Well, basically, the way that happened was Tom basically messaged me and was like, hey, spoke to Dream, and we were speaking, and we were like, we think you'll be a great addition to the server, because you know like, because I knew like lots of people on the server, like they're following me on Twitter, you know, I've spoken to them, I've been in events, all this stuff, so I knew people. And he was basically like, in like June or something, like, yeah, we'll add you to the SMP. And I was like, okay, sick. And I don't think I was added until October, so it was like a good 3 months till I was eventually added. But it was basically just him and Dream had a conversation, and they just thought I would have been a good addition to the SMP. That's just kind of how it came about. It wasn't a very like convoluted kind of thing or anything. And so yeah, I just kind of got added as one of the waves, I suppose. But it was like, the thing was, it was like 2 years into the SMP's lifespan, I think, at that point. And so it's just kind of like a really weird position. It was like, you know, I describe it as, it's like when you go to a party, right, and the party's like winding down, everyone's already like, the hive of the party's there, and everyone's listening to Mr. Brightside, you know, everyone's danced, you know, people have eaten some food, and they're like, people are just tidying up and starting to leave, and then you join and you're there, and it's like, oh wait, hi guys, let's get partying. And you kind of like, it feels like you're just like milking it, you know, sucking out sucking out the life of it or whatever. But that was kind of like how it kind of happened. Like that's also why I feel like it didn't work, because it's kind of like I just joined too late for it to have such an effect. Because like all the original Dream SMP people, I think every single one of them have like 1 million plus followers on Twitch and Twitter, you know. And like whenever they stream, they get like at least like 1K viewers, I'd say. But like for me, obviously I just got added like later, so it's different. But yeah,
party starts at 8, ends at 12, and you show up at 10.
Bro, if I showed up at 11:30, what do you mean?
11:30, right? Yeah.
11:30. There was like a few great arcs afterwards, but honestly, like with all like Techno passing away and just like all the controversies, eventually like the community just became like so toxic as well that it just didn't really work out, because we were, you know, there's going to be the renewal for season 2, and then let's just say various things happened.
Everything went to shit.
Everything went to shit, basically. People did bad things happened, you know.
Yeah. I get you.
It was a mess. Basically, it was a mess, and so it just kind of ended. And it never there was never a season 2. But I think if it did a season 2 and all these terrible things hadn't happened, I think it could have done well. But it was just like too many. There was like too many obstacles and like things have happened and like just bad instances and like tragic events that just kind of made it so it was just, you know, it just wouldn't have worked out. But it definitely, like, you know, it definitely had potential.
Looking back on it now, right, and be as honest as you want here.
Yeah.
From right now, your views on from it right now. Do you regret joining the Dream SMP? You can say partially as well. Like, it doesn't have to be a yes or a no. And that's also more just for the pre-highlights I asked.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's kind of like a half and half kind of thing. Like, I'd say, I wouldn't say I regret joining. I'd say I kind of regret what I did after I joined, what I should have done. Because obviously I didn't really know, like, I didn't know a lot. Like, and the thing was, no one really, like, I didn't have like a support circle because everyone was just worrying about themselves and stuff. And people were like, kind of like, I don't really want to make content anymore. And then we're making content. And it was kind of like, I was just kind of online. And what I should have done when I joined the SMP is just streamed for like shit tons of hours. But I just kind of thought I just had to get on and just do some like comedy streams, just like what everyone else did. Like,
so
you know,
regret
like
how you treated the SMP.
Yeah, I should have just treated it as a survival world and just streamed and just kind of, people would have watched me and then liked my personality. But what kind of instead happened was I streamed here and there, and like I've tried, like my streams were good, and like I made sure I had an idea for a lot of streams, but I just didn't get that following kind of thing. And then eventually I just stopped playing the Dream SMP. It was just completely dead, and it ended technically. So yeah, that was kind of how it went. And then after that, I've just kind of been doing my own thing. I'd say I just eventually just like stopped enjoying streaming, and I also, you know, I got work like elsewhere, so it wasn't like I had to rely on streaming for like my income and stuff. So yeah. I don't think I regret it because it gave me loads of great opportunities. Like I played in Twitch Rivals. It was a really good Twitch Rivals. Like I don't think I would like got all the like tournament opportunities, or just like in general, just like, yeah, obviously the money was a nice thing. You know, let's say I wouldn't say like I've earned like an insane amount of money like a lot of these streamers have, like in terms of money. I've just like I'd say I'm like, you know, I'm pretty happy with what happened, but I won't go like, you know, rich streamer or anything like that.
Baller.
Yeah, I'd say I still fall in the uni student, you know, still.
Really?
Oh yeah, I would say like I actually made like a lot less thing. I think.
Well, yeah, I never really thought. To be honest, I don't
like
really look at the money that people earn. I never really assumed anything.
I mean, because like people like see like the followers, right? And like this is the thing with Twitch, is people see like the followers, and like especially when I'm on a Minecraft server, and they're like, "Hey Eryn, can you give me some money?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm not a millionaire. I'm just a dude.
I need the money myself, man. Come on."
Yeah, exactly. Like, guys, if you see that, like, because like when I stream, right, like I think usually naturally I'd have like a good amount of subs. When I was in the SMP, I had like 1K subs at the start, and then eventually it went down to 300, and then eventually it was just 200, and that's my only income. So I don't do anything else. I don't do YouTube or anything. I am literally just a vanilla streamer. Like I don't do TikTok, I don't do YouTube, I don't do sponsors. Like my income was Twitch, and like that was because I didn't really realize like anything about business or anything like that. You know, I'm sure like basically like if I went back in time, there were so many things I would have done differently to, you know, like probably make it longevity, like make my content better, all this and that. But it's in the past, and I was also, you know, a teenager, so you know, I'll give myself a bit of a break. You know, I'll cut myself some slack.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just kind of went on a random spiel there, but I'm sure you can cut that up and make it make sense. You know?
Well, no, I'll just cut out the breaks. I mean, I'll make it like and stuff. I guess back to like what you were saying as well is I guess it's back to what we were saying earlier. And more so, it's just like it's not a case of you regret joining it, but you also wonder if you treated differently, how different things would be. But I mean, it's like you admitted earlier, you were never really into the whole idea of making content creation a career. So you just didn't. Had you have wanted to make content creation a career, that's probably the route you would have went down, because you would have thought strategically, right? It's the same with the podcast. It's a passion project, and I very much want to push the fact that it's a passion project because it is. You know, I get a wide range of creators on. I mean, 2024, if things go to plan, is looking pretty cool. But every guest I get on is really cool, anyways. However, like I'm still looking at it as of a bit of a business mindset because I want to grow the podcast. I'm looking at like the right things to do, the wrong things to do, how I better the Twitter promotion, how how I improve my invites. Like, I invited you on the podcast. There's a few messages, like ways I've edited that message to just make the invite cleaner, make it better, make it more welcoming, you know? And I feel like the one to you was pretty good, but I've somehow improved it. It's like, if you had the kind of mindset of, I want to make this a career, like really badly, you probably would have thought about doing.
Yeah, it's like the brainstorming and like just like the thinking, like the innovation and how to improve. I didn't really think about any of that because I didn't care. I just kind of was a streamer who basically I just went, okay, well, this is what I do in the evening. So this time I'll stream. And then if I don't feel like it, I won't stream, you know? I didn't go, do you know what I should do? I should, you know, do this TikTok. I should do this YouTube video. I should do this. I should do that. I should do this, that. I was literally just a dude who liked playing games, and then eventually kind of all blew up because of all my friends. They were just like they were so into it. Like all my friends are like crazy into, even more so than
the five. Yeah. What's the group called again? Sorry, the stream men. No?
Stream men. Yes.
Yeah, it is a stream men. That's right. Yeah, I guess it's like that's the perfect example of they were also into it, and I mean still are. But like I said, it's still cool that you're still in contact with them. Like still, I mean, it'd be hard not to being roommates.
Yeah, I mean, right now I am recording I'm recording the start to a video. I've basically gone, well, I don't like streaming, but I enjoy playing games. So what I'm going to do is I'm recording a video with gameplay, and then I'm going to edit it. But I won't reveal what it is, but I am recording a video because it's just something that like I'm not in a rush to do. Like the thing is like I don't have to do this video. There's no need for me to do this video. I'm just going to do it because I want to. And I think that's the kind of way that I need to make videos from now on. Is that or do streams or something, is that I used to view it as like, oh, this is the optimal thing to do and all this and that. But then now that I've got to the point where I don't really care about stuff like that, is that like I'm actually like starting to do something. So
that's fair. I get that. Overall, Dream SMP was a fun experience and kind of led to a lot of other things.
Well, define fun, you know, define fun. And let's just say
can you look back on it and be like, I enjoyed my time on it?
I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't say I enjoyed my time on it. It was more kind of a
interesting. Okay.
It was a cool experience, but I wouldn't say I necessarily logged on the SMP and had loads of fun. You know?
Oh, okay.
Like I wouldn't say I had a lot of fun on the SMP. You know, I'd say I streamed it. Speaking with the people was great. Like all the people on the SMP are really cool, and like I did cool stuff, but I wouldn't say in general it was very like fun.
Wasn't your kind of thing, I guess, right?
No, yeah, and it's also just because like I was the youngest person on this server, but of like basically I joined this server for like 100k followers, right? At 100k followers, everyone else has 1 million followers. They're all adults, like 24 years old, except my mates, and my mates don't even really do it anymore. And I'm just trying to message these people and like do stuff with them. But they kind of don't even really want to do stuff on it anymore. And then they kind of do, but then they kind of don't. And you're also still the smallest guy, and so you don't want to be annoying, but you also still want to send messages, like kind of like make friends with these really cool people on the server. And some people were completely great and lovely. Like Bad Boy Halo was great, you know. Like everyone was really nice. It was just kind of like it wasn't something where I would go on and I could just, you know, chill out and have fun. You know?
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that.
It wasn't that kind of server, because it was kind of like everyone was already friends on the server, and I was just kind of like the new guy there, new guy who joined and then got cancelled on Twitter. Great job, idiot. So, but yeah,
I mean, it was bad as another situation that happened with someone who drew SMP in games. So I guess you're alright for that one.
You know, admittedly, you know, I haven't committed any crimes, so you know that's why I feel like I'm in the clear. But it's just one of those things. Like I said, it was a good experience. It was a cool experience, but I wouldn't say it was fun. You know, fun is not the word I'd say.
Yeah, that's fair. My bad.
Yeah, but like when I imagine fun, like I imagine me playing Terraria with my sibling, like the boss doing something crazy and us freaking out and laughing, and it like being like genuine fun, right?
Yeah.
But like the Dream SMP was definitely an experience, but yeah, I would say
not a fun one. Yeah, I get that. I probably shouldn't have used fun as the wording, but sometimes I kind of just do this thing of like it kind of pays off sometimes. Like it has done a little bit on this podcast where I kind of if someone's struggling how to word it, I'll think of how I'd word it for them. And fun was just not the right word. But I mean, I guess how you could reword it is some of the experiences that came from the Dream SMP, like Twitch Rivals. That's where essentially
they were really good. I wouldn't say I regret joining the Dream SMP. If someone went, if you could go back in time, would you say no? I wouldn't say no.
You'd still say yeah.
I'd still say yeah. But just everything after that would have been different,
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
It's interesting to like, you never like, this is why I love the podcast so much, because this is just something that, I mean, you could have obviously made a video about this, but it's just not, I don't know if it makes any sense at all. It's just not something you make a video about.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, because I'm a streamer, a lot of my viewers will know this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean video.
Because like my loyal viewers, like, because the thing that I loved about streaming was like I had these viewers that like kind of like came to every stream, and they almost become like not like friends, but like people who like you just speak to. And they're there for like 3 hours, and I'm just speaking for 3 hours or playing games. And so all this stuff I'm telling you, they probably all know, but they're a very small amount of people. There's probably like 20, 30 people who like have been to every single one of my streams and listened to everything I've said. It's not a huge amount, because obviously like my streams kind of went up and down, up and down, up and down, like in terms of who watched me. And there were those people who stuck around the whole time, and those people probably know me like better than like the majority of like I'd say people who I consider like quote unquote friends in real life, because I just talk on ages for stream. But like the podcast is definitely something where it's like, this is what I talk about on stream, and it's going to be here forever, which I guess is kind of cool.
It's also just a case of like, I might ask a question that you would have never thought of answering.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying I have done, maybe I have done, who knows, but like, it's just,
I mean, maybe
at one point you did something that you haven't talked about on stream, and maybe your loyal viewers might have never heard it.
Maybe they'll be in for a shock, hey? Who knows?
I guess getting into a more deeper topic, or not even really a deeper topic, more of a, rather than being involved in content, more moving away from content creation. As of recently, you've slowed down streaming. You mentioned you went back to uni. You're doing more stuff away in kind of your own time. What is next for Eryn? How are you eventually gonna just give it all up and hang up the boots? Are you always gonna be around but just not do content? What is the idea going forward?
It's weird, right? So in January I took a 6-month break from streaming up until June, and then in June I streamed June, July, August, and then quite a bit of September, and then after that I've just stopped. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, my break has only been a month. I could come back tomorrow and stream daily, but is it really worth it for me? Do I enjoy it? And that's something that I'll ask myself. But I'd say I'm not really leaning towards streaming at the moment. But then let's say I find a Minecraft world that I really enjoy and really enjoy playing. Maybe I'll stream it. But honestly, streaming is really demotivating when you just kind of like have had these highs and these dopamines of like getting loads of viewers, and then you stream and then like, barely any people turn up, and it just feels like you're talking to yourself.
I can so relate to that.
Yeah.
I can
relate. And like, don't get me wrong, like if I had an account and I really wanted to stream, I would stream to 0 people, but streaming isn't something that I go, damn, I really want to stream right now, but it's just one of those things that like, I'll probably come back, and I don't think I'll 100% quit, but I could say, like, if someone asked me, have you quit streaming right now? I probably could say, yeah, I've quit streaming, but that doesn't mean I won't come back. It's kind of one of those things where like, you can quit something, but I've not quit it forever,
Yeah, you're just on break.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like an indefinite break, so.
But it's still a break. Until you officially hang up the boots, you're on a. I said to in my channel. I announced the other day that like my main Insane Orbits channel, I'm not uploading on it anymore because I just don't want to. I've lost all passion for it, and I said like it's for. This isn't permanent, but for now I have quit until the future. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. Like, it's kind of like right now I don't see myself ever going, damn, I really want to stream. But it's kind of one of the things I don't think I'll ever go, I'm gonna quit it, because there are those moments where I really do enjoy streaming. But a lot of the time it's just kind of like I just have better things to do with my life. I like things that I'm more passionate about, like, I enjoy bouldering, I enjoy going to the gym, going on runs, filming stuff, playing Minecraft with my friends, playing Terraria, doing all these things that I just like. I could stream anything, anything I can just go and stream, and that's kind of the beauty of it. But also for now, for the future, I'm just kind of going to focus on like my own thing for a bit, and then I'll probably make some YouTube videos. So I guess that's where any content, if content will come, it will be from YouTube videos, or like a random sporadic urge to stream. But I don't really like with stuff like that, I don't really go, next week I'm going to do a stream. It'll be like, oh, right now I'll stream. I won't plan if I'm ever going to stream again. So that makes sense. That probably doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense in my brain, and that's all that matters.
No, it makes complete sense. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
So I like to do this thing with the podcast, in case it hasn't become apparent already, where like I kind of talk about myself, even though it's your podcast, I talk about myself to kind of show that I understand what you mean. And in this scenario, like I enjoy streaming, right? I mean, I for some bizarre reason, every single year at around about September, October until about December, January, I lose motivation to stream. It happens every year, and I don't really know why, even during like lockdown. But now it's hard nowadays, and it's kind of what I said, like content wise as well. And it's not to sound rude and ungrateful, but when I used to make Bedrock content, I was averaging 40-50 viewers. Yeah, it's not obviously your levels, but it was still good. And I had a nice chat, and it was great. And now like I still have viewers, like someone called Ciano. You know, they're one of like my very loyal viewers with streaming, and I really do appreciate them. But I've kind of just turned around and said, like, in the nicest way possible, and it's gonna sound a bit crappy, but it doesn't mean to, is like right now I have to choose a priority, right? Because I work. So I have to choose a priority. What do I choose? Do I choose to edit the podcast every single night, which I'm really, really passionate about and really, really enjoy? Or do I make sure to stream, like for tomorrow? Like right now I feel like streaming tomorrow. However, I know when tomorrow comes, I'm not going to want to stream because that's how it works. And it's like, do I prioritize the editing, or do I turn around and go, yeah, I'm going to stream? And it's like, I have to essentially prioritize the one that's going to actually lead somewhere. And with the podcast right now, it looks like it's actually hopefully going to become a content career, you know. So I'm prioritizing that over streaming, and it's not me being ungrateful for having low viewer counts as much as they don't help, but you know, it's more just once again choosing the passion. Like I choose the passion of doing the podcast rather than streaming to a chat when I go live and no one shows up for the first 10 minutes and I'm just like, what do I talk about? I've been live for 30 minutes, but I've kind of run out of words because I'm talking to one person, you know, who I can just DM, because I have Ciano added on Discord, for example. I can just DM them about stuff, which I do, and it's not meant to sound ungrateful, because I am really, really grateful, but it's harder to stream to, as much as I love streaming, it's harder to stream when you're not really fully passionate about it to less viewers, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where if I was on the grind and streaming was my dream, I'm a big streamer, I'm confident that I could have made something like really cool, like a really cool community, and you know, like a great YouTube channel, probably TikToks with highlights and all this and that, but it's just not something I'm passionate about.
So it's harder to do, yeah.
So it's harder to do. Like I like it, I love it, and I love the community part, and I like my community. At some points, it's like it's amazing, but then at other points, it's kind of like there's like I have no motivation to stream. So yeah, I completely get what you mean. Makes sense.
So what is your future though? Like what I don't know,
I don't know. I'm probably well, I'm gonna get my film degree. From that point, I'll probably, you know, I'm sure I'm going to carry making YouTube videos. That's my idea in my head, that is YouTube videos is something that I can do in my own time. But I haven't done before, which is kind of exciting. So
okay,
you know, I'll just do some YouTube videos and like in my spare time and stuff. But yeah, just kind of like do film, get my film degree, and then hopefully, you know, I'll be working on some big films and stuff. I want to do filming for YouTubers, so I've done some filming for Tobo, and I want to do filming for other YouTubers if I can. But obviously I want to get my skills up, basically, you know. And yeah, that's kind of it. Like I'm just kind of a guy being a dude, as they say, I suppose. Just a guy being a dude. So
as the cool kids say.
As the cool kids say. Well, do the cool kids say that? The cool kids say something like, "Yo, fam, I'm gonna stab you." So
each their own.
Yeah,
each their own, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Before we wrap this up, then I do have a Twitter question for you, and it's from Lord Beefton. They're the person who...
bro. Not Lord Beefton. Lord Beefton is like one of my Lord Beefton is one of my Twitch viewers.
Oh.
Who consistently made loads of fan art, subbed to me, bits to me, and he I don't know, he just kind of you know, when you have that viewer that just randomly appears in your life, random moment. That's Lord Beefton, right? Because that motherfucker just randomly he'll just appear in someone else's channel, just or it'll be in there'll be a group chat or something, and they'll be like, oh yes, I was speaking to this guy called Lord Beef. It's just random shit like that.
He's just
but yeah,
everywhere.
he's just everywhere. But he's just like one of the guys in my stream. It's kind of funny.
You gotta respect it though.
Yeah, no, I respect it. Yeah.
But that's why they made the Eryn podcast fan art then.
Oh, it's Lord Beefton. No way, you're actually taking the mic.
It was, yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah, but
it's cool though. It is cool though, that piece.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Lord Beefton. That's the question. It's actually really funny as well, because after you got announced, they joined the Discord, and then they made the fan art, and then they made me fan art, and then I think they have like known me for a while, because I believe they followed my main. It's just funny how this is just all linked. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So they actually signed this off as well with their name, and they asked. Ask him when he is coming back to Minecraft, and I know you answered it, but I'm glad now that I asked the question, because it kind of led to that funny that bit there. So
Yeah. I mean, Beefton, man, listen, I'm really sorry, Beefton, and I know you love my stream, but I just don't have it in me, man. I just don't have it in me. I just don't have playing Minecraft in me. At least streaming Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Lord Beefton's there, maybe I do stream, but maybe he's convinced me.
Well, Lord Beefton wants you back, so
Yeah, Lord Beefton wants me back.
Lord Beefton.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm gonna do it for anyone, I'll do it for Lord Beefton.
Oh my god, that's great. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for today, Eryn, I believe.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you having me on. I don't know how good of a podcast member I was. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember a single thing I said. That's just generally how it goes with me. Like, yeah,
don't worry. I mean, at the end of the day, podcast is podcast. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to you. I think it was pretty cool to get like an insight, and even with the whole Dream SMP thing, I was never into it because I was more of a Bedrock content creator. There's nothing that really I've gotten more into SMPs now. SMPs and stuff never really interested me to watch. However, I knew about it. I knew of you. I knew of the creators in it, etc. But like, it was cool hearing that little insight from you when you're talking about the whole like trying to talk to people and stuff. Like, it was obviously you weren't bad mouthing people, but it's a nice little look into growing with content, how hard it can sometimes be.
The community's rough sometimes. Sure.
You just have to either get lucky or just play your cards right. And
I mean, honestly, in the Minecraft community, I feel like the most reliable. Okay, I'll call it this. Let's say you had infinite hours on your hands and you had to grow, right? This is what you do. So you get really, really good at Minecraft PvP, right? You join the server, life it, you get to the top of the leaderboards, bang, you start streaming, you make YouTube videos, funny moments, and then bang. You're like, that's kind of like guaranteed. Like, think about any top leaderboard player, they're gonna have like all these like YouTube videos, and if you're genuinely really good, people are gonna watch you. And I feel like that's in my mind, like, let's say someone had like every hour of the day and they really want to dedicate themselves. That's like the kind of way that I go, hey, this is how you do it, this is the way. That's the guaranteed way. That's like the 100% guaranteed way for it to happen. Like, obviously, like, you could just like make like good videos, no blow up, but with those videos, there's so many good Minecraft videos out there now, it's kind of like crazy.
Or you can take my route and bring on more creators every single week, but that also takes a lot of time and dedication. Like, people don't realize how hard it is running the podcast.
Oh, bro, messaging Minecraft players on Discord is actually the longest thing ever. I'm not gonna lie.
Did I do a good job with my invite though? Do you reckon that's a good invite? Like, I mean, I got
to be honest, you sent me it when I was like, I don't know, like fucking 3 billion years ago.
I sent it a bit of a while back. I know. Yeah.
So you said on Sunday the 9th of July, you sent the yay emoji, and then
because you just accepted my friend request. That's why.
Yeah. And then on the 13th of December, it was a pretty good invite. I just went sure,
Yeah. Oh, your reply was like, honestly, your reply was like, I remember like talking to someone. I was like, it's a cool reply, but I am also worried that when I contact them nearer to the time, it might become a thing of like, actually, no, that's not ready for me. But then you ended up coming on, so I can't complain, right?
Yeah, listen, I pulled through. Sometimes I'm a bit of a like, what do you call it? Like a loose, a weak link. Sometimes a bit of a weak link with things like this. I pulled through for all bits,
Your idol. I respect it.
Yeah.
With that being said, then I know obviously you're taking a bit of a content's taking a bit of a back burner, but I do want to give this time for you to promote yourself either way. For anyone who wants to watch past content or any possible future streams, etc. Where can we find you? What is your Twitter, your YouTube VOD channel, Twitch, blah 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 blah? Anything you want
say the easiest way is to go. My YouTube is just Eryn, Eryn. I'm verified. So
Isn't it
you can
Eryn
find me.
YT? It was Eryn YT.
Yeah, but the name is Eryn.
Oh, the name is Eryn. Got you.
The name is Eryn. That's like the
Yeah.
The at is Eryn YT technically. And that's my Twitch linked. And if you go into channels, there's my VODs PvP channel where I used to upload some funny montages that I did. I have a Twitter as well. It's like you want to see me not tweet, I guess, guys. But yeah, like if you follow the YouTube, I'm sure you'll see a video coming within the next 2 months. Let's call it 2 months. It'll either be this month, or if I'm fucking lazy, it'll be the next.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Maybe you'll never see me ever again. Maybe I disappear off the internet after podcast.
No.
Maybe this is my magnum opus. This is my love letter to my community. Boom,
This is your GG goodbye.
This is my GG goodbye. Yeah. Well, that'd be a great thing for the Inside MCT. I don't know why, but it says AKA Insane Orbits, and I was like, what? And I read that as I was saying Inside MCC. Oh, that's like your at.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
my name is Orbits. Yeah. I mean, this might be it for Eryn shit. The best solo account in the world.
Well, Eryn Shits actually probably has the world record for the most amount of quote retweets on an auto web. It's inspirational.
Yeah, even the name Eryn Shit. It's just an inspirational name as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it really is. Really.
Eryn, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to come and join me today. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope it was good. So, and yeah, thank you everyone who's listened. This has been the Inside MC podcast. I'm more of a chilled, vibey, laid back, partially scuffed one, but these are sometimes the best ones. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Pieces.